Welcome back, boys. Today we're checking out 18 reasons why older men are staying single.
40 are staying single? I'll tell you why. You want to know why men over 40 are staying single? I'll tell you why. Because society raised women to be wives to careers, not husbands. And now the men who were once overlooked are watching rebellion unfold and choosing peace over chaos. These ain't excuses. These are the raw, unfiltered reasons men are walking away from modern women, and many of them don't plan on looking back. You better watch this all the way through or keep wondering why that good man ain't calling you back. Let's set the record straight. This ain't about men being bitter. This ain't about men being weak. This is about men getting wise, men getting structure, and men finally realizing what marriage has turned into and what it costs when you choose a woman who ain't built for submission, peace, or purpose. And if you're one of those women thinking, well, maybe he just can't handle a strong woman, sit tight. You're about to find out he didn't lose interest. He gained clarity. First reason, divorce destroys a man's life. Older men have seen it too many times. Good men getting gutted in court. He loses his house, he loses his pension, his legacy, and she walks away with half his.
Man, I've seen some horror stories. I've heard some horror stories over there.
This world for bringing nothing but attitude to the table. Why would any man jump into a legal system designed to reward rebellion and punish masculinity? Reason number two, there ain't no wives left, just women with Wi-Fi and wigs. Let's be real, men aren't seeing helpmeets anymore. They're seeing overweight, masculine, overly opinionated, sexually entitled women with teenage kids and zero submission. You think a 45-year-old
God damn. Yeah, he right about that, man.
man who's built structure wants to babysit dysfunction? No. He's dodging destruction, not avoiding love. Reason number three, peace over problems. Every time. Men are realizing something dangerous to the modern women. Their peace is more valuable than your presence. Why invite drama into a house that's already quiet, clean, and under control? A real man doesn't chase chaos just because he's lonely. Reason number four, most of y'all ain't wives. You're just performing until you get to the altar. Men are waking up to the bait and switch. You cook during the dating phase, smile during engagement, and once the ring landed, you turn into his opposition, not his support. Older men now see it coming from a mile away, and they're choosing out before they get dragged in. Reason
I think all men are starting to wake up really in the West. Like, you kind of just see the dynamics of people. Now, it's none of my fucking business what other people do in their relationships, but it's just like shit I've seen, from the little shit I've seen, this shit is not gonna work.
Number five, masculinity is now considered a threat. We live in a culture where structure, headship, and strength are labeled toxic. So older men ask, why step into a system that demonizes everything you stand for and then expects you to pay for dinner too? Reason number six, women compete more than they cooperate. I'm gonna say it again. Women compete more than they cooperate. Men don't want to debate every decision in their home. They don't want to fight for respect from a woman who thinks submission is oppression. If a woman can't follow, she don't belong in a marriage. She belongs in corporate America, not your house. Reason number
The most important thing a woman can give you is respect. If you ask for anything, like, if you ask for like love and shit, you're a dumbass. You're an idiot. Respect is the only thing that matters.
seven, the feminized marriage model failed. The happy wife, happy life formula? Yeah, that turned into miserable husband, maxed out credit card, and zero intimacy. Older men are rejecting this emotional dictatorship disguised as a relationship. Reason number eight, their value finally caught up with their age. Most women peak in attention by 25. Most men peak in value by 45. And now, older men are finally being respected for what they bring, not just what they can buy. They're not desperate, they're discerning. Reason number nine, older men want purpose, not pretty problems. They don't want a fling, they want alignment. They're not interested in another Instagram model with attitude. They're looking for a wife who builds legacy, not a woman who wants to match energies. Reason number 10, high standards or no standards at all. Older men don't need company, they need cooperation. And if a woman can't match his vision, values, and order, he'd rather keep his house clean, his spirit quiet, and his wallet closed. Reason number 11, he's experienced more peace without a woman. I'm gonna say that again. Older men have experienced more peace without a woman. This one hurts, but it's real. Most men have experienced more peace being single than they ever had in a relationship. No drama, no arguing, no ego wars. And once a man takes that kind of quiet, he stopped chasing noise. Reason number 12, wisdom comes with wrinkles. Older men ain't simping anymore. They've been through it. Lied to, used, manipulated. Now they don't waste time. They test first.
Yeah, I see a lot of older dudes. They get like bitter as hell as the years go by, and they get screwed over more and more by women, and they can't just seem to get why they get screwed over so much. And the reason is it's your fault. That's ultimately it. Like, we're in this environment, and you continue to partake in you continue to chase after these women that cannot be married, bro. There isn't a single goddamn one. There's like 1 in a million. Good luck with those odds, bro. Nah, I'm going overseas. Forget about that, man.
Trust later, and never negotiate headship again. Reason number 13, the dancing monkey phase is over. He used to dress up, say the right things, and play Mr. Romantic just to impress a woman who wasn't even a wife. Not anymore. Now he leads, and if she can't follow, he exits. No performance, just purpose. Reason 14, the dating pool is spiritual poison. Tinder, Instagram, DMs, fake femininity, softcore porn disguised as selfies. Older men are done swimming in this cesspool and calling it dating. They're looking for a suitable wife, not clicks, submission, not selfies. Reason number 15, loss of sex drive, or they just avoiding intimacy altogether. Some men stay single because they lost the desire for sex or see no use for it anymore. And while that might seem like peace on the surface, let's call it what it is. It's spiritual decay disguised as maturity. If a man is no longer interested in physical intimacy with his wife, he's not healthy. He's disconnected from purpose. Sex within a marriage isn't just pleasure. It's covenantal reinforcement. So while this may be a reason, it's also a warning. You might want to go get that fixed. Reason 16, desire for freedom without accountability. Let's not lie. Some men want freedom, not structure. They don't want to lead a wife, raise children, or build anything that requires discipline. And while it may feel logical to avoid responsibility, in my book, that's rebellion from your divine purpose. Freedom without leadership is chaos. And if you're running from being the head of a household, you're not avoiding bondage, you're avoiding maturity. Reason number 17, fear of emotional vulnerability. A lot of men avoid relationships not because of bad women, but because they don't want to feel, reveal, or heal. They've been hurt, so they just stay cold. A man who can't lead emotionally will either become a tyrant or a coward. You don't escape betrayal by shutting down. You escape by building with discernment. Reason number 18, and this is actually the final reason. Thanks for watching. Make sure y'all like this video. Reason number 18, some just don't want to lead at all. And let's be brutally honest. Some older men aren't staying single because of women. No, they're staying single because they're lazy, disobedient, and refuse to carry weight. They're weak, not wise. They're passive, not peaceful. And they'll blame the culture while secretly knowing they're avoiding their calling. All right, here's my final thoughts on this. Because I actually asked a lot of guys, I sat down with a lot of guys, talked to them over live virtual calls, and I just was gathering data and gathering, information to try to put together some type of solution or a video that you're watching right now. So here's the problem. A lot of these reasons are logical, but that doesn't mean they're righteous. Yes, the dating market is trash. Yes, most modern women aren't wives. Yes, marriage today is a battlefield, but none of that justifies abandoning the assignment. A man who knows his role doesn't run from it. He just becomes more selective about who he qualifies for his leadership. He doesn't stop being a husband. He just refused to marry a woman who ain't a wife. And here go my last thoughts. So, to the older man, if you're an older man watching this, the message ain't to stay single forever. It's to stay single until you find structure, submission, and sanctification. Most of y'all in America. Most of y'all in the United States. Most of y'all right here. And that may be your problem. I hear a lot of men saying that traveling abroad is an alternative option to finding a suitable wife. Fellas, if you have experience with women overseas, Let us know down in the comments if this is a great alternative. Most importantly, fellas, stop marrying rebellion just because you're bored. Stop tolerating chaos just because you're horny. Your legacy is too expensive to waste on a woman who won't follow you. And if you're a woman watching this video wondering why men like him don't want you,
Preach. Bro got it right. Man, he said some stuff. Coming home to peace and quiet is absolutely priceless. Yeah, like I couldn't even like imagine having like such a like bad woman. Like imagine you come home from fucking work. I don't know, 10-hour, 12-hour fucking shift. You want food to be ready and everything to be good. And you get like I don't know what the fuck you guys get, like attitude or like a fucking microwaved fucking meal from your woman. Are you kidding me? Hell no. I would rather I, no, never, ever. I want to have that. Refuse. I refuse. If a woman is focused on herself and a man is focused on the woman, then who's focusing on him? Yeah. The thing is, a lot of these women, they don't wanna come into your frame. They just like they don't just wanna be part of something more. They just wanna be runners for fucking ever. Then treat them like that. Fuck it. If they wanna if they wanna sleep around with half the fucking city, then it's not your fucking problem. Oh, that's the attitude a lot of dudes have. Hmm. Been divorced 5 years. Best years of my life so far. Peace and abundance. Yeah, a lot of these. Yeah, I see that dudes get divorced and they have like a, what do you call it? Like a massive fucking glow up. Their money fucking gets right. They get a woman 20 years younger, and things just look good. And the woman that fucking divorced is in shambles. Yeah. Man, I can't even imagine how many dudes have already checked out from the toxic dating pool that is fucking available here. This is 100% spot on. I am 59 years old and I have been alone for the past 7 years for the first time in my adult life. I can't believe how peaceful it is. There is no one else's drama, no unnecessary stress and conflict at the home. After 9 hours of stress and conflict at work, no more sucking up to a shitty attitude night after night. Yes, I do miss sex with a woman, and yes, I sometimes wish I had. Blah blah. Oof. Yeah, like holy shit. Imagine coming home and you have like just a bitch whining at you for some absolute mundane garbage reason. Holy shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, boys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoy this one. I catch you boys on the next one. Take care of yourself, okay?